Greetings everybody and welcome back to Daddy DeGrand, the Granddaddy plays Smite, Battleground of the Gods. This time we are on the PTS because they just presented the next god who is going to be in the game. He's called Olorun. He's an Yoruba god. Apparently he's the big boss of the entire pantheon. Very important figure, and apparently he's gonna be a magical ADC. So first of all, let's please get this setting straight up. My sensitivity is way too high. Much better. Alright, so let's go over his kit very fast, right? His passive is called... Oh my god, where is my game on German? Oh well. German actually my native language, but I am so used to playing the game in English that everything in German now looks weird to me. He has a passive that allows him to basically critical hit. Of course, being a magical god, he doesn't have access to critical items, but he makes up for that by having a conversation that translates his magical power to critical hit. First 15%, first 150 power translates to 150%. My god! Numbers art. First 150 power translate to 15% crit, and after that every 10 power he gets another percentage of crit chance. Scales up to 70%, that's his hard cap, so you would need 700 power for that. It's rather simple, really. And let's see, let's just get some power stacked in here. Let's crit to our heart's content. Sure, more lives, why not? 730, you see my power, my crit chance is now kept at 70%, and we are now critting basically all the time. Not for twice as much damage, it's actually just 50%. Also, what I just recognized, and what they actually did not say in the patch notes show, he has 25% scaling, which is untypical. Most magical gods have 20%. He also has a rather high base attack speed, so he is really able to perform in that magical ADC role, which is neat, which is nice. His first ability is called Gebündeltes Licht in German. I already forgot what it's called in English. It's a line targeter ability, and it's very interesting and so far that he can charge it up. That does not increase the damage, but it increases the range the attack travels, and it can also critical hit based on his passive. So very neat, the range actually goes super far, as you can see. And we'll come back to that ability later, but that will probably is main clear. And yeah, just building power on him will be super strong, just to fish out all these juicy critical hits. 758, hey, you can't complain about that. His second ability is even more interesting than that, and it's arguably my most favorite ability about him. So it's basically just a attack speed steroid, gives him about 50% attack speed, and as he attacks, he gathers stacks, and if you press 2 again, you will just launch them all down on your target. So some nice damage and some nice carry ability. I want to see if I will not use it, if the stacks will remain. Let's see. No, he will lose them, of course. Or, will he actually? No, he will actually keep them. That's very interesting. As you can see, his passive meter keeps up charging and... Okay, so you can actually prepare for big fights by just attacking to your heart's content. Will be especially good in Conquest, because there you have always something to attack. Be it a minion, be it a jungle camper or something along the lines. So that is of course being very good, very nice. His third ability, and they called for that, it is called Segnung. I'm pretty sure the English word for that is consecration. And that is basically another damaging ability. A bit weaker. It has 140 max damage and very low scaling. But what it does is it deals damage and knocks enemies away and also slows them for a very short while. What it also does is healing our man Olorun, but also healing his allies. Do we have some allies somewhere? Give me some allies, please, please. Where is it? Change team, let's do that. Alright, now all these poor Olorun bots, Odin bots are our allies, and we can actually heal them with this as well. And if we heal someone else, we get a small bit of protection. I believe it was 16 per got healed. Doesn't count Olorun himself, so keep that in mind. But still, being able to heal is rather nice, and it actually has very okay base numbers for what is basically a hunting healer. So keep that in mind. It's very cool. Also has very low scaling, so mostly the base damage will be keeping you afloat there. Cooldowns, by the way, all across the board rather short. His 1 being on 12 seconds, his 2 and his 3 both being at, I believe, 14 seconds. Yeah, should be 14 seconds. We have 20%. And now for the probably the one ability everyone was waiting for. I actually want to go back and change these poor Odin bots back to being my enemies. The fourth ability basically steals the title of being the god of time from Kronos. So let's look at this. That zone manipulates time in a way that all enemies in that zone are moving slower. They aren't slow, they don't actually are affected by the crowd control effect called slow. They are just experiencing the entire game slower. Their cooldowns go slower, they move slower, all their animations play out slower. And ability durations and stuff like that, all of that lasts longer. Meanwhile, Olorun is actually going faster during that time, I believe, 30%? Yeah, he's 30% faster during the duration, which means that he will attack faster, he will move faster, his abilities will have shorter durations, CC applied against him will have shorter durations. It's a very intricate ability. And there are a lot of ways to make that work for yourself, there are also a lot of ways to make that work against yourself, so you have to be careful about using that, but most of the time it will be very much to your advantage. So what will I build with him? So building full power seems to be the obvious choice, but I'm actually not quite sure if that is gonna be the play, if that is really the build that will end up sticking out the most, because of several reasons. As I've said plenty of times, his scalings are actually a bit on the lower side. Like, his highest scaling ability by far is his 1, which only has 55 scaling. 1.5 times that if you get a crit in, so that should put you at around 80%. It's okay, but other mages have either very comparable numbers or even more. Sure, you still have your basic attacks and your attack speed, so that will definitely give you some value out of your basic attacks. But as you can see, we have like 500 and almost 540 power. The basic attacks, they hit hard, they hit reasonably hard, and when they crit, even more so, of course. And we have this nice attack speed steroid, but it isn't exactly crazy damage. Not in my opinion, at least. So there's a lot of wiggle room in how you can build this god. But overall, yeah, I'm just excited to get into a real game to just see how it ends up playing out. Overall, he's very strong. He has a lot of strong points. He also has, of course, some weak points. Like, he doesn't have any real kind of mobility. His 1 is just damage, his 2 is just damage, his 3 is all kinds of utility, but he has nothing that increases his movement speed aside from his ultimate in this very convoluted way, and also no real mobility ability. So keep that in mind. You want to be very safe when playing him so that you don't end up getting yourselves in situations that won't enable you to get out of them. Oh yeah, I believe we don't actually have to wait for that to charge, right? Oh yeah, we can finish it early. That's nice. And I also believe that if we do this in here... Yeah, just look at him float in the air because he's going so slow. Oh yeah, I will have a really good time with this god. I am very looking forward to getting some life plays into him. Let's check how the voice pack is. Okay.
Where is my friend Agemo? You do not see him? Why,
Haven't seen
he is
him.
right here with us. You all scramble around, filled with malice and envy. Do not call yourselves gods.
Giving all these gods in the game already some shade. I can dig it. Let's see, what are his more annoying voice lines? He sure has some.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Okay, sounding a bit ironic there. I can see that being annoying if he spams that. Let's spam it.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. He taking his rounds very seriously. Let's go for something else.
You are truly a shining star.
Well, thank you. Mighty kind of you.
I am struck with awe.
Struck with awe? I'm not exactly. You don't sound all that exciting, to be honest. Anything else? We had that. Oh yeah.
I need no praise. I need no praise.
On the humble side, not too shabby. Oh well, anyway, I will keep this video short. If you liked it, maybe leave a like, maybe share, maybe subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that quite a bit. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, enjoy your day, have the greatest of days, and definitely check out the PTS. There's a lot of cool stuff to check out, a lot of other interesting buffs and nerfs and changes and skins, all the cool stuff people about this game love to tingle with. Anyway, I will see you around. Goodbye.